Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Kentucky Cycling YouTube channel. I am in downtown Cumberland, Kentucky, in southeast Kentucky in Harlan County, where I'm getting a ride in on the Benham Rail Trail. As you may know, I have a long-term goal of riding at least 1 mile in all 120 Kentucky counties. My wife and I have actually just finished a trip on the Virginia Creeper Trail, and I am such a sucker for a rail trail that any place there's a rail trail, I want to take a ride and go check it out. This particular trail appears on traillink.com, so I'll include information about that. And we took the scenic route basically back to Kentucky and came over Black Mountain, down through Lynch, through Benham, and into Cumberland. And here is a section of the rail trail that ends in downtown Cumberland. So I'll say that this particular rail trail, and the reason I'm filming it this way is because I'm just trying to beat some rain here. So this particular rail trail is on the Looney Creek Trail is the way they've got it marked here. And this is just a little section of old trail, and it actually is not continuous. There's going to be a little break in this section of trail. You can see it is crushed or limestone, holding some water. The part that is on traillink.com website doesn't actually include this section, but I saw that this was also marked as the rail trail, so I wanted to check it out as well. And as an out and back, I'm going to get about 6.5 miles, which will satisfy that requirement for a mile in Harlan County. Although I will say, if you're a road rider and you're looking for really scenic riding, a lot of people talk, I've never ridden it, but a lot of people talk about riding on the Little Shepherd Trail, which is up by Kingdom Come State Park. So I've got to check, I'm actually at a break here, and I've got to check my map to navigate. So I'm going to go right, and then I'm not sure if this is it or if this is it down here. I think that was it right there. So here's connection. Got to bypass some water. There's actually been a lot of rain this weekend, so you can see a little connection back here. And I'll say that I anticipate on this ride to actually learn some more about Benham. So Benham, I've learned some. Benham is an old company town that was actually built for coal mining by International Harvester. So they needed coal to power their steel production, to produce their agricultural equipment and the like. And so they've actually got a nicer section. There's a break up here at Food City. So you can see, I'm guessing a lot of people don't ride this particular section. But what appears on Trail Link is actually all in this next section after this break. So at some point, these two towns run together. So at some point, we're gonna actually go from Cumberland into Benham. Get yourself a snack at the Food City. And the trail picks up just on the other side of this parking lot, I believe. And that's what is kind of thought of as, I guess, marked as the end on the Trail Link map. So let me look. I'm trying to evaluate. I've got a little path over to the side here, which is likely our trail, but let me look. And so if you're going to ride what's on the Trail Link side, this is actually on the site. This will actually be the end of the trail for you. But don't be dissuaded by the section I've ridden so far. As we were coming in, I could see that this gets really, really scenic. And there is standing water on the trail, but there was like flash flooding warnings. And suddenly we're in gorgeous territory. This is really, really nice through here. Definitely a sort of a best practice in terms of trail surface. We've got a finely crushed limestone And then from this point forward, I think it's going to be much more traditional in terms of the railroad or the footage along the rail trail. But I will stop up here in the park if there's any historic markers that can tell us a little bit more about Benham. Oh, look at this, guys. We are definitely in the mountains here. Black Mountain is out in front of us somewhere, which is the highest point in Kentucky. And I'm digging this setup. It's super cool to live right through here, right across from this trail. Great place for kids, families to be able to go and recreate. Look at all the kudzu. Down below us here is Lynch Creek. I think a lot of the rail used to ride along Lynch Creek, move that coal. All right, so we've got another break here, and we're now sharing a little space with a little side street. I think the rail trail picks up right back here. So very low flow road, and as you can see, we get to dip back into the woods. Back on Lynch Creek. Crossing over Kentucky Avenue, and the trail's more open in this section, but I'm enjoying seeing the mountain views even on a day like today where it's overcast and misty. The mountains are hugged in by all that cloud cover. Here's our sign indicating the Benham Trail, multi-use with cyclists and walkers. We definitely have a very gradual uphill climb in this direction. A little secret about me is I generally like to climb first and get the payoff later. So I really also like to start on this end so I can climb up and enjoy the downhill on the way back that you've then earned. But you can absolutely ride it the other way around, and this hill is nothing to write home about. Very, very gradual. Really nice little picnic area over here, and I'm being beckoned by the creek. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. Nice view from the picnic table. Especially a nice little break for a family out on an adventure. Coming into what is probably the most scenic part of the trail. Really nice park here. Obviously great place for kids to play. And we're coming up on some of the old Benham mining town infrastructure that's been so preserved here. And you can see there's actually a little caboose with the mural on it. We'll go up and get a look at that. There's a nice picnic shelter. Really nice statue here that reads, "In loving memory and tribute to all those who labored in the coal mining industry." It was built November 24th, or installed November 24th of 2000. Sponsored by Benham Garden Club and friends. And here's a nice fountain and that mural depicting Benham. Artist's name is S. Nichols. And I believe, so you can see the sign, "Welcome to Coal Miners Memorial Park." And I think right up here is a coal miners museum that you can go and visit. So to drive down Main Street, guys, this is a, not just some other little coal town. This is like a I don't know what the right word for it. It's like a, you know, a show me kind of a place. They were really proud of what they built here, and a lot of the old buildings and stuff are really nice. So a lot of cool heritage. It pays homage to coal miners in this area. And of course, it's a big part of the history here in Eastern Kentucky. Small section of pavement. Paved in this section. Kind of a mix through here. I'd say it's a true mixed surface ride. You have both pavement with some gravel, kind of where the old pavement is wearing away. But a lot of this through here is paved. All right, I'm about 3¼ miles into my ride, and what I want to point out here is this is the main street which goes into town. But if you're just following the TrailLink app, it actually has you just come to here and kind of start at this point or at the other end of what's officially named the Benham, and not down on that other section. That being said, there absolutely is trail that goes on out, and there is heat map activity here. So I'm going to ride up it a little bit. I couldn't tell when I was mapping this in terms of trying to look at Google Street Map images. I couldn't really see, and the notes said it gets pretty rough. So I'm just going to ride up a little bit just to give you a taste. But people absolutely do ride it. It may turn to dirt at some point, I'm not sure. I probably won't ride the whole thing just because I'm fighting rain here, and my wife's waiting for me back at the car. But I am going to ride up just a little bit, and then I'll turn around and head back. Well, this continues to be in really good shape. So maybe they've extended it on out, and that map on TrailLink just needs an update. This is cool. Well, we are practically, I probably were in Lynch by now, and it's hard for me to stop riding when the riding is this good. And they've built this resource. This is definitely a build it and he will come kind of moment. This is really cool. So what you probably don't know unless you've been here is that Lynch, Benham, Cumberland basically run one right into another. And this little trail here, guys, connects them all. So if you're a kid, I can just imagine, you know, you live in Lynch, your buddy lives down in Cumberland, hop on these trails, get on your bike, go visit them. The way kids should be doing. It's awesome. What a great resource. There's actually like some crushed brick in that little section, getting kind of through a hump area and then back to the crushed limestone. I think there maybe even been some old railroad ties in the trail, which I'm definitely not used to seeing, but still cool. This trail is definitely much longer than expected. So you can see it continues on. There's a flooded out section here, and just in straight say my drivetrain a little bit of cleaning, and the fact that I have to get back and it's starting to rain harder, I am going to turn around. But I've ridden about 4.5 miles up this way, and it keeps going, guys. Here's a little access to the main road. We're going to turn around and head back towards Cumberland now. Definitely a very noticeable downhill in this direction, so I'll look on Ride with GPS and see what it sees as both the highest level of elevation grade, and then what the average grade is coming up to. This is where it kind of dips over here and hits this crushed brick. Definitely better with two hands through here. But I'm coasting. This is nice. I'm on the way back down, guys. So I've been coming from this direction, and here is Looney Creek again here. What I wanted to point out, there's this electric panel and this light, and back behind this light is this awesome waterfall. Check this out. And then it feeds on down into this infrastructure, on down into Looney Creek. How cool is that? So if you don't ride this trail for any other reason, come check out this waterfall. Pretty awesome, really nice. Raining harder now. To the Food City cut through. And the trail's just right here. And I don't know if it was immediately apparent, but this other little trail down here actually kind of makes a T. And so I rode out to one end and then came up it. And I'll take a ride out here to head back to my car, which is parked over by Main Street. Really cool. Sorry it's so rainy, but really enjoyed getting the chance to ride here nevertheless. And that waterfall made it all worthwhile. Cool resource.
As always, we hope you found this content useful. If you did, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks.